labor strikes are starting up in the Queen City. This time, the people working at the post office are speaking out. Postal workers in Charlotte picketing after learning about a plan they say would cost hundreds of clerks their jobs. They say it's a part of the USPS's 10-year plan to condense operations. Mary Calkins is live in West Charlotte, where the protests happened this morning. Are they still out there?
Well, Nia, it actually wrapped up pretty quickly. I'll tell you, it started here at the union office, and then it ended just a few minutes away over on Scott Fuchel Drive. About 30 people were protesting what they say is a plan that will cost hundreds of Mecklenburg County postal jobs. And they say will also majorly slow down mail delivery. Now, as they were protesting, they were carrying signs that read, "We will not back down, stronger together," and U.S. mail not for sale. They marched that 10-minute walk between the offices. The union president, Miriam Bell, said earlier this month they were notified they would be losing 308 jobs here in Charlotte. She says it's part of the Postmaster General's 10-year plan, something that was unveiled back in 2021 and is aimed at getting the struggling agency back on track. The goal was to achieve positive net income within 3 years and avoid $160 billion in projected losses by 2030. But Bell said Louis DeJoy's plan resulted in a new USPS plant being built in Gaston County, and that is funneling jobs away from Charlotte, and that will impact mail delivery.
It has culminated in closures of offices, building of new facilities that are taking jobs out of Mecklenburg County. It's the destruction of jobs. We received notification of 308 jobs that are being gotten rid of, for lack of a better term. They are laying off.
Now, Bell says the fight is not just about protecting workers. She says it's also about protecting the quality of the Postal Service. She said right now, the way things stand, it takes about 7 to 30 days to mail a letter within Mecklenburg County. She says if people start losing their jobs, this will only get worse. So, of course, we will continue following the story.
All I hear is talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me, yeah, I respect that. If she need down the ride, oh, I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How you doing, Postal Family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Let's talk. First good news is mail handlers, you're going to see that nice little back retro pay that you were waiting so anxiously for, the whole $400 to spend on some gas to get to work. Yeah, congratulations, y'all finally got it. Let's talk about the real deal here. Okay, so what's going on there in that specific area? Seems to me as if somebody's going to be losing jobs. Now, the way they word it is that they're not losing jobs. They're just losing jobs to a bigger facility, right? So the local post offices in the smaller plant is just losing 300 plus clerks to the bigger facility. But here's the thing, Postal Family, and this is where I get into my rant. We just kind of just jumping right into it. Did I already ask you guys how you doing? Okay, yeah, I did. Now, here's where we get right into it, right? Because you saw them out there on the picket line. So, you know, it doesn't really necessarily affect everybody that's watching me, right? Wrong, because I recall, and this is not to gloat or brag about it, I said, remember, hey, maybe because it hasn't affected you, it's not going to affect me, Jay. No, it's not affected you, and it ain't affected you yet. That's what I said. I said it hasn't affected you yet. And let me be clear, Postal Family, if this is going on in that specific area, 300 people ain't nothing to sneeze at, okay? 300 people gonna be without work. And if you see 300 people out there picketing, here's the thing. If they know that they're gonna lose their jobs, what's prohibiting them from just not going to work? Not striking, because you guys like to say, no, we can't strike. Well, in actuality, we did read in the union thing about 3-4 videos ago that we could if it was worst case scenario. But because we don't, but what just stops them from not showing up to work? And what is this word that we use? Solidarity. We stand with them in solidarity. Because if those 300 people are going to lose their jobs, and as you clearly saw in the video, they're not young people. That means they've been there for some time. So people out in California, it doesn't necessarily affect, right? Not yet. People out in Chicago, y'all got a planned closing. What about people up in New York? Y'all got a lot of changes. How about people in Texas? You get where I'm going with this? This stuff is happening nationwide. I gave you guys a list of where these things are going to be and the possibilities. So it's, again, for you to do diligent to see if it's going to pop up in your area, because clearly this other major mega center has taken the work from this little place, and now all these clerks are without work, right? Yeah. And could it be you? It could. It could clearly be anybody. So where's the solidarity with the rest of us as postal workers? What do? Because there was just a handful of them out there picketing, right? But the union, one, solidarity, right? We're all supposed to stand together. Where is it? Where's everybody's angry voices because that group of people there are losing their jobs? I want to know. Because regardless of how I feel about the clerk craft, or regardless about how I feel about the Carolinians or their teams or that specific union that they're in, or Jenna, the lady that's the clerk that's been there for 45 years, regardless of how I feel about any of them, they're still human beings. They're still Postal Family, and they still are part of us, the workers, right? How do we raise our voice to say, nah, that ain't good, man. That ain't good. And why is this not broadcast nationwide? Because anytime something happened with the UPS, they were nationwide with it, right? You started hearing about, oh, out in California, they're out there protesting right now. They're protesting in California. Oh, in Washington State, they're protesting. Every time something happened with the UPS, it was broadcast nationwide. Only a handful of you have seen this because I don't have such a broad audience. But did you know about it? Is it on your news? No. It was on this little station in the middle of nowhere, wherever it was. Why is it not being broadcast? Why is the union president not saying, hey, man, this is it, man. We said this was not going to happen because they said it wasn't going to happen. Well, technically, you're not losing jobs. You just got to drive, 90 miles to the next one. Yeah, let me just uplift my family with this great pay I got. How come nobody's broadcasting this? This is one of these why videos from me. Why and what are we going to do? Because I just have a voice to let you guys know. And if you're not enraged or angry, you should be. Because we got 4 major unions. Where's the solidarity? Why no one is spreading this word to say, hey, this is happening here. There's a possibility it could happen there. Let's cut this off before it continues, or intervene before it continues. Or the union says, look, you taking away 300 people's jobs. We need some excellent severance packages, or we need you guys to relocate these 300 people to other places that they can work. You need to have something for, I don't know how the negotiation contract works. Don't let me lie to you, but there has to be another way. There has to be. And why are we not angry now? Why are we not raising our voices? Why the mail handlers ain't saying nothing? Why Why? Why the carriers ain't saying nothing? Because that ain't just clerks. It has to be more than that, right? Understand, this is definitely not to get underneath anybody's skin. This is to raise awareness about what's going on at our post office, at the place that employs all of us. But there has to be some transparency. There has to be a beginning, a middle, and an ending to this. And I just want to know who has the voice to help bring this to the front line. And what can we do about it? Somebody has to have an answer. So there's a union president watching me right now. I don't know who you are. If you're on there, give an answer. Give a legitimate answer on what they could do. You know about it. You may be out there in the middle of Utah. If you have an answer, then you contact the people over there. You have everybody's number. You might know about this already. But something needs to happen. I mean, I ain't begging the union to do something, because, I mean, clearly the people that pay the dues, they should have answers, right? That's all they want. Answers on what to do next. They shouldn't be picketing by themselves. Everybody should be standing in solidarity. There should be one of those nationwide things. Look, over there in Carolina, this is what happened. After everybody gets off, we want everybody to go and picket and whatever. Okay? Let people come together, man. Y'all over there picketing for the retirees. Come on, look on the APWU site. The people that ain't even here no more. Don't knock it, 'cause I'm gonna be retired too. But you fighting for the retirees? What about the people that are working right now, my guy? Help me out. Help me understand. Tell me that one of you can walk into a plant right now. One of you presidents walk into a plant right now where all those people that are working, that just lost their jobs or losing their jobs, and say, hey, you guys want to come with us and let's go deal with these retirees because they're losing their benefit. What? What do you think they're going to say? They say, this is what my money goes to? Listen, I don't mean to drift off a topic, but this is a rant. This is a beg for help. This is an informational video. This is a what the hell is going on video. This is somebody come to the front line video. This is JH. That's all I gotta say. The frustration is just getting overwhelming. And it doesn't even directly affect me. Think about that. But I got the passion. Where's the passion with the people that are supposed to be holding it down for us? Our unions. JH, I'm out.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.